Anderson for the point.
Back to better through the block and down.
Active pass. He'll look to fire deep and intercepted. Stretchy diving. He's in.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Pine River-Backus High School, the site of this edition of high school boys basketball on homegrown local radio. Tonight, we have a couple of area teams going head-to-head, as it'll be the Crosby-Ironton Rangers taking on the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Sam Parsons, and it's a pleasure to be with you tonight. On the visitor side, it is the season opener for the Crosby-Ironton Rangers boys basketball team. They are ready to embark on year 37 under Coach Dave Galovich, a longtime figure in the Crosby-Ironton community, fresh off a 10-9 season that saw them win a section playoff game. They're looking to make a run this year with a squad that's returning several key players. For the home Pine River-Backus Tigers, last week saw this team split its first two games. They lost 66-44 to Highway 371 rival Pequot Lakes to start the season before rebounding with a close 47-44 win over Staples Motley on Friday. A win tonight, and they're above 500 with the season still in its infancy. Folks, we are live on the air on Cash 95 and rjbroadcasting.com. You may also be tuning into our video stream courtesy of yourliveevent.com. Either way, thank you for joining us for what should be an entertaining night of high school basketball. Coming up, we're going to be hearing from both coaches for our Station 371 pregame show to get their thoughts on what's to come tonight. As I was able to catch up with both of them earlier today, it is Pine River-Backus versus Crosby-Ironton on Cash 95, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Joining us now here for our Station 371 pregame show, we are chatting with Dave Galovich, the coach of the Crosby-Ironton Rangers. Dave, good afternoon to you, and thank you for your time.
Oh, you're more than welcome.
Pleasure talking with you here, Dave. So just first question for you. I know you've been coaching for a long time. Last year was obviously, it was probably the weirdest year of your career for a lot of reasons, you know, everything that went into last year. Just wanted to ask, how was this offseason, especially with things being a lot closer to normal this year than they were last year? How'd the offseason treat you?
Yeah, the off-season was good. I mean, as you mentioned, it was basically a normal season. We didn't have to wear masks. We didn't have restrictions. And that was good. But as you mentioned, last year was very unique, and hopefully we're past that now and we can get on with our normal activities.
Dave, every new year with high school sports brings about changes with every team. From last year's team, you lost three seniors in Dietrich Weingartner, Gabe Kramer, and Frank Ollie. So I just wanted to ask, which players are you turning to this year to fill the voids left by those players, both on the court and in terms of leadership?
Well, you know, as you mentioned, we lost three seniors. Two of them were starters. we have 3 returning starters. Carson Turk, a point guard, will be a 3-year starter for us. Jordan Orline, a postman. This will also be his 3rd year of starting. And then Frank Meyer started on the perimeter for us last year. So this will be his 2nd year at the varsity level. And then on top of that, we would have 4 other players that we're looking to contribute. In Evan Miller, he's a senior, and he's kind of a swing guy for us. He'll play some in the perimeter, some in the post. A junior, Will Meyer, will be a post player for us. And we have a couple sophomore guards, and James Stockman and Jordan Mount. So we got 4 players that are stepping in tonight basically for the first time, where they're really going to be a key contributor to varsity level, and that's Evan Miller, Will Meyer, James Stockman, and Jordan Mount.
And what's the focus been on in practice? With that in mind, got a new squad sort of gelling at this stage. What's the focus been on in practice in recent days as the opener has kind of been drawing nearer and nearer?
Well, the focus, especially early, is just basically on us, trying to get a little better each day in all facets of the game. And, I told our guys after our practice last night, I said, we're definitely better than we were 2-3 days ago, and much improved from what we were over a week ago. And that's kind of our focus. And, whatever happens tonight happens. We don't know, but we just want to put forth a great effort. And Wednesday, we'll be back in the gym trying to get better and improve on areas that obviously we need to focus on.
Absolutely. And now just talking about your opponent for this game in PRB, this is the first time that you faced them in a few years in regular season play. Dave, what do you know about this year's Pine River-Backus team?
We were able to see them in their first game, and that was last Thursday, and they played a quality opponent in Pequot Lakes. But, they got a group that they're a scrappy group. They're going to come and put everything out on the floor. I thought they competed extremely hard, and then they had back-to-back games, and they played again last Friday, which we didn't see. But they beat Staples Motley, a mid-state conference opponent of ours. So right now they're sitting 1-1, and that's a little advantage that they'll have over us, is the fact that this will be their 3rd game and our first game. But you got to start somewhere.
Absolutely. Dave Galovich, the coach of the Crosby-Ironton Rangers, here joining us for our Station 371 pregame show. Dave, very much appreciate your time here, and best of luck tonight against the Tigers.
Well, thank you, and again, we appreciate all you guys do for broadcasting high school sports in our area.
It is pregame for the Crosby-Ironton Rangers taking on the Pine River-Backus Tigers tonight in area boys basketball. Coming up, we're going to be hearing from Coach Jordan Ackerman of PRB as we continue on with our Station 371 pregame show on Cash 95, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com. Joining us now for our station.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com. The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email.
Joining us now for our Station 371 pregame show, it is Jordan Ackerman, the coach of the Pine River-Backus boys team. Jordan, good afternoon to you here. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, good afternoon to you too, Sam.
It's a pleasure chatting with you here, as always, Jordan. And last week, split the season opening games, 1-1 against Staples Motley and Pequot Lakes. Was not able to get your observations just from after the end of that Staples Motley game, Jordan, which I was on hand for. So just that's my first question for you. What were some of your observations from that Staples Motley game that you were able to win on Friday?
Yeah, obviously was pretty excited to come away with a win. It's an interesting environment to play there. The kind of a little smaller court. There's had a really nice crowd. Staples played a really, really tough defensively, so they kind of gave us some fits right away. We struggled to score, so we had worked on some offensive things Monday at practice. But overall, I was really happy with the effort. I know there's still room for improvement, but there were some positives too. So it was a good game, good win for the boys, and hopefully we can take some momentum moving forward for tonight.
What were some of the things that you saw in the Staples Motley game that went differently in comparison to the season opener against Pequot Lakes?
I think they weren't quite as skilled as Pequot, but they played more physical. There was a lot of physicality on the drives to the hoop, and defensively we were able to get away with some more hand checks. We probably had a few reach-in fouls that they didn't call that helped us. So I think that was the officiating was a difference. I think the physicality of the game helped us. But then otherwise, I think they were just matched up with us better. They didn't have a 6'6" guy like Sam Reich, obviously helps our cause in the rebounding category, and we did have a little bit of a size advantage, which won't happen a whole lot this season.
Now, Jordan, I'm assuming you were able to practice yesterday. What was the focus in that practice yesterday, just after these two games that you've had so far to start your season?
Offense was a big focus for us. We worked on some finishing. I feel like we've kind of been making some poor decisions getting to the rim as far as what finishes the kids are doing. So we worked on a couple different moves or different just reads for when they're finishing at the hoop. And then we went over some offensive sets, getting ready for Staples and Cass Lake this week. I didn't feel like our offense has been great so far, so we went over a lot of our plays, or a lot of our actions, and just kind of went into a few things there that hopefully will help us tonight and Thursday versus two good defensive teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that note, want to talk about Crosby-Ironton for a minute here, Jordan. It's the first time that you faced them in your young head coaching career. What do you know about this year's team for them? Obviously, they got a long-time head coach over there in Dave Galovich, but what do you know about the 2021-2022 Crosby-Ironton Rangers?
Yeah, like you said, they're a well-coached team. He knows what he's doing, and he can put players in a position to succeed and do well. What I do know is I know they have some good guards. Carson Turk is a pretty highly touted guard right now. He can dribble very well. He can shoot, plays good defense. And then they have two other guards that are pretty quick, or I'm assuming are going to play good defense. I haven't watched them a whole lot. But they just got some nice pieces around them that can shoot, and they have a nice big man, I think, in Orline that rebounds well. And that's about all I know. I mean, I've seen a game or two of them just scouting, but, that's from last year, and this is their first game. So we'll kind of see what they roll out and make adjustments on the fly.
Absolutely. We shall see. Jordan Ackerman, the coach of the Pine River-Backus boys team here, joining us for our Station 371 pregame show. Jordan, as always, very much appreciate your time getting your thoughts here before we get started tonight, and best of luck to you against the Rangers.
Yeah, thanks for your coverage.
You're listening to the Station 371 pregame show here on Cash 95, rjbroadcasting.com, and yourliveevent.com. Coming up, we are going to be wrapping up our pregame show, talking about keys to the game, starting lineups, and more. And that's all on the way after this.
Boost boosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least.
Welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you as we just heard from both coaches for our Station 371 pregame show here. And really quick, want to give a shout out to Station 371 for sponsoring our pregame show here tonight. Restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and is the only area fuel station with kerosene and off-road diesel. Station 371 in Pine River. Folks, again, we just heard both of our coaches' conversations heading into tonight's game. Was very happy to be able to speak with both Jordan Ackerman of PRB and Dave Galovich of CI. Now, just looking at what we have on hand here tonight for you, folks. Well, we'll start with the road CI Rangers. As last season, the Rangers went 9-8 in the regular season in year 36 under Dave Galovich. As their record would indicate, it was a bit of an up and down season, but they managed to top Aiken in the first round of the section playoffs before being sent home by Duluth Marshall with a score of 76-67 in their last game. Now, in between last year and this year, they're losing out on three seniors. Dietrich Weingartner was a 6'4 player for them last year. He was one of their best players. They also had Gabe Kramer, who was a senior starter for them last year, who they are missing out on this year. And Frank Ollie was one of their bench players that they've lost out on as well. Kramer and Weingartner, again, both key contributors for this team last season. So both will be missed. And it'll be interested to see how this CI team is going to be, moving forward without them. How they replace them, because that's always something that you got to look out for when it comes to high school sports. For PRB, this squad coached by Jordan Ackerman in his second season, they again split their first two games last week. Their offense, the Tiger offense, struggled in their season opener against a stout Pequot Lakes Patriots defense. I mean, folks, I again cannot say enough about how tough it is for a team to face a team like Pequot Lakes for their first game of the season. And the team's fortunes changed, though, in a back-and-forth Friday night affair against Staples Motley, which they won 47-44. I was on that broadcast as well. Brady Bristow and Jared Hamilton led the Tigers with 11 points apiece in that game. And overall, this PRB defense has looked very good in each of their first two games. Even against Pequot Lakes, they put together a very, very strong first half. Pequot kind of got hot in that second half. But in that first half, this PRB defense definitely was up to snuff and great pretty much all game against Staples Motley. So we'll see if that trend continues here tonight. As far as the matchup history between these two teams goes, well, the last time these two teams faced off was December 1st of 2017. So it's been over 4 years. Crosby-Ironton won that game in a nail-biter 67-66 over PRB. All told, CI is 7-0 against PRB since 2010, but there have been some very close games in there, like the aforementioned game in 2017 and an OT finisher in 2015. When I'm talking about keys to the game for this game, well, neither team is at a particularly significant size advantage. We'll talk about that when we get to our starting lineups here pretty soon. But for PRB, I would say that the key continues to be passing on the offensive side. Jordan Ackerman mentioned that they were really focusing on offense yesterday in practice. They really have to be able to pass well. Turnovers have been kind of an issue for them, especially in that game in Staples. So if they're able to find open shots and just let it rip, I think that they should be in good shape tonight. For CI, it's their first game of the season, so I think it's seeing just how this new lineup meshes. They're bringing in, again, a couple of new players, and really 4 players tonight for CI are going to be having significant playing time for the first time in their varsity careers. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on, just again, how this team meshes, how their chemistry looks in their first game out the gate. I also think that conditioning is a big deal for both teams tonight because neither team has, well, PRB doesn't have a very deep bench to begin with. Crosby-Ironton has never really played very deep into their bench, so we'll see how that goes. Folks, we're going to step aside as they are about to play the national anthem. We will be right back. We'll pick up our Station 371 pregame show, actually wrap things up with our starting lineups and all that good stuff after this. Welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you here. We just wrapped up our Station 371 pregame show. We're moments away from our first tip-off here tonight. And before we get there, though, we're going to have to get to our starting lineups, which they're announcing on the floor right now. We'll get those for you. We'll start with the road Crosby-Ironton Rangers as they are starting at guard, number 12, James Stockman, 5'10", sophomore. Also at guard, number 20, 5'11", senior Carson Turk. Frank Meyer, number 30, standing at 6 feet, is also starting at guard. They also have Jordan Orline, number 50, 6'3", senior, starting at center. And Will Meyer, starting at forward tonight, standing at 6'4", he is a junior. For the home PRB Tigers, their starting lineup is as follows. Starting at guard, they have number 2, Irvin Tulinchik, a 5'10", junior. Number 4, Brady Bristow, also starting at guard, 6 foot tall senior. And number 23, Jared Hamilton, 5'10", junior, also starting at guard. Number 24, Andrew Bukers is their forward. He is a sophomore, standing at 6'1". And finally, number 40, Ryan Struess, their post player, sitting at 6'2". He is a junior. Folks, ready now for the First Western Bank and Trust first tip. With First Western Bank and Trust, we're not just here for you, we are you. Locations in Baxter, Nisswa, and Cross Lake, you can bank on us. As tonight it's going to be Jared Hamilton up against Will Meyer to get us going. For the First Western Bank and Trust first tip, just about ready to get going. PRB on the left, CI on the right. Away we go. The tip-off is won by Will Meyer, and it's taken right away by Carson Turk, who takes it up the court for the Rangers. To the right side, he's going to find Will Meyer, but then they pass it off to James Stockman. Now, wrapping it around the perimeter, they get it to Frank Meyer. Frank Meyer driving the lane. He's going to lay one up immediately, but that's going to go out of bounds after he misses it. And the turnover is going to give the ball to PRB. Just getting things started here tonight from the Cub Foods Brainerd Baxter Studios as the PRB Tigers take the ball up the court. Andrew Bukers with an open path to the bucket, but at the last second, it's Will Meyer who's going to come in and block him. Will Meyer sends that one out of bounds. A clean block, no foul, but PRB will retain possession as Irvin Tulinchik will be inbounding it from the baseline. Tulinchik gets it into Jared Hamilton, top of the key. Hamilton backs his man down, now puts one up from about 20 feet. That's no good. Rebounded by the CI Rangers. Taking it up here, it's Carson Turk. Turk near the left wing now retreats. Jared Hamilton working on him defensively as PRB is running zone defense 2-3 as Jordan Orline is able to get inside and pull one up for an easy bucket. First points of the game go to the CI Rangers on your North Point Realty scoreboard, 2-0. And now we're going to get a stoppage of play. They're going to say that Jared Hamilton stepped out of bounds here on the right sideline, so that's going to be an immediate turnover to Crosby-Ironton. Hamilton getting pressured defensively there, forced out of bounds. Now it's going to be James Stockman inbounding it here to Carson Turk. Turk walks up the court with it, taking his time. He'll pass to the left. Stockman. Now CI wrapping it around the perimeter. They get it to Turk on the right side in the corner. Down low now Orline. Turnaround jumper. It's up and good and one. About a 5-foot jump shot there for Jordan Orline, who's got each of the first 4 points for CI, looking to add a fifth with a 3-point play. A minute 12 seconds into this game. It's 4-0 Crosby-Ironton. And Orline makes it 5-0. Inbound pass here is to Jared Hamilton as the Tigers will take it up court here. CI running full court press here as Hamilton gets the ball knocked out of his hands and out of bounds, that time by Frank Meyer. So PRB will reset here from the right sideline. Inbounding it here is Hamilton to Bristow, who just hands it right back to him. PRB trying to set something up on offense here. Man-to-man defense, it looks like, for CI, as now Jared Hamilton drives the lane, misses, but Ryan Struess gets the rebound, puts it up, and good. PRB gets their first points tonight, and it's Ryan Struess, the beneficiary. 5-2, CI. Carson Turk with the ball now to his left, now puts it up for three. Clanks it off the iron, but Orline with the rebound, now putting it up off the glass. It's in. Jordan Orline, each of the first 7 points now for the Crosby-Ironton Rangers as they lead 7-2 over PRB. It's Irvin Tulenchik, right side here. That's near side. Now he tries to get rid of it, but double teamed on the play there as it's going to go out of bounds off the hand of Frank Meyer for the CI Rangers. Crosby-Ironton playing very aggressive defense here in the early going. We'll see if that trend continues. It's working out so far just fine as now Brady Bristow has the ball off the inbound pass from Tulenchik. Gets it down to the left elbow to Struess, who kicks it out. Hamilton, crossover to his right. Mid-range jumper. Off the backboard and in. Nice shot there by Jared Hamilton. That was about a 20-foot jumper. And they're now down by 3, the Tigers are. Here's Will Meyer with it. He passes to the right. Carson Turk to his left. Drives the lane. Turk in for 2. Nice play there by Carson Turk. Good footwork to get in. Now it's 9-4. The Crosby-Ironton Rangers have the lead over PRB. Now a pass here, right side. Jared Hamilton. He's going to get pushed. They're going to call Frank Meyer on that one. That is his first personal foul. First team foul of the night for the CI Rangers, for either team, really. Actually, no. They actually said that Ryan Struess fouled somebody earlier for PRB. So each team with one team foul. Irvin Tulenchik with the ball now. Right side for the PRB Tigers. Passes left. It's Bristow. Senior Bristow gets it into the corner to Andrew Bukers. And now it's down low to Bristow. Bristow one-on-one with Stockman. Puts it up, and he gets fouled. So Brady Bristow will head to the line. He scored 11 points in that game on Friday against Staples Motley, 13 in their first game against Pequot Lakes. He's got his first one tonight as he's good from the free throw line. 14:51 to go here in the first half. It's still 9-5 after Bristow misses his second free throw. Carson Turk racing up the court with it now for Crosby-Ironton. Hands this one off. Frank Meyer for 3. That's going to be overshot, airballed, and rebounded by Irvin Tulenchik, who's now taking it up the court for the Tigers. To his right, he's got Bristow. Bristow crosses over, now passes all the way across the court to Jared Hamilton, who's going to step out of bounds with it. Hamilton had to backpedal to catch that one from Bristow, just a little too much into the black. That's going to turn the ball over to the CI Rangers. 9-5, our score. Carson Turk running point, and he was one of the guys that both coaches mentioned by name specifically as guys to watch out for here tonight. He passes to the right here to James Stockman. And now they try to get it around back to Turk on the left side, but that one's going to get sent out of bounds by Jared Hamilton. So they'll inbound it here, the CI Rangers trying to get it in. They do so, getting it to Carson Turk by the PRB logo. Now, down low, it's Frank Meyer trying to step back and pull one up, but Brady Bristow blocks him, takes it out of his hands. Bristow passes it off, and PRB back on offense here. It's Irvin Tulenchik, left side. Short pass, chest pass to Jared Hamilton. Now back to Bristow, top of the key. Bristow, step back for three. Nothing but net for Brady Bristow. As now it's 9-8. PRB cuts the Crosby-Ironton lead to 1. To his right now it's Carson Turk in the PRB zone. Turk drives the lane, floats it up and in for 2. 11-8 our score now on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Tulenchik up the court with it, passes left. And now back with it is Tulenchik. It's Jared Hamilton on the left side by the corner of that volleyball 10-foot line. Tries to get it down low, now kicks it out. Bristow for 3 off the back iron. He misses. It's rebounded by Frank Meyer. Now Carson Turk taking it up the court for the Rangers. PRB running man-to-man zone here as Turk passes it off to Orline, who drives lane right side. No good on the layup. Rebounded by Will Meyer, who can't get it to go. Now it's rebounded by the Tigers. Bristow, 1-on-4, passes back to Ryan Struess. Left elbow. He pulls up for a 2-pointer. No good. Rebounded by Orline. 11-8 still our score as now Carson Turk on the left side has got it for the Tigers. Hands it off. Stockman working to the top of the key. Now a 20-foot jump shot off the iron. Rebounded by Jordan Orline. That's going to go out of bounds off his knee, but they'll say that CI is going to hang on to it here after that one goes out of bounds. They'll say that Jared Hamilton was the last person to touch it before it headed out. Carson Turk inbounding it from the baseline. He gets it in. James Stockman now catch and shoot for 3. James Stockman in and good. 14-8. Crosby-Ironton extends their lead. They double their lead to 6. Jared Hamilton, left side. He's going to get fouled by the half-court line, by the left sideline as well. Quick foul there from Carson Turk. You know, that aggressive defense, it's a bit of a double-edged sword sometimes. You do run that risk of getting those increased fouls, as now it's inbounded to Irvin Tulenchik. PRB in the CI zone as Jared Hamilton retreats here near the midcourt line, calling out a play for his fellow Tigers. PRB wearing all black with their orange lettering and numbering, white trim, as now this one's down into the paint to Struess. He kicks it out. Carson Travis now to Jared Hamilton, who has it at the left elbow. He kicks it out. Irvin Tulenchik. Crosby-Ironton wearing their white road unis with maroon lettering and numbering. Struess beyond the three-point line, passes off to Hamilton, who stops up at the free throw line. Now down low, Tulenchik wide open, misses the reverse layup, and it's rebounded by Carson Turk. Turk taking it up, stops by the arc, now passes into the corner to Jordan Mount, who's in the game now for the Rangers. Mount sidesteps Tulenchik, working toward the net, kicks it out. Stockman for 3. Off the iron, no good. Rebounded by Struess. Up the court with it, it's Ryan Struess. He'll kick it out to Tulenchik, back to Struess in the right side corner. Now he hands this one out to Travis, who's got a pat to the bucket, now trying to pass to Jared Hamilton, but that's going to overshoot him. Threw his hands over his head and out of bounds, so Crosby-Ironton will be inbounding it from the far sideline. It's 14-8. The CI Rangers lead the PRB Tigers with 11 minutes to go here in the first half. Coming at you live on Cash 95 and yourliveevent.com. It's Sam Parsons with you. It looks like PRB is trying to get a little substitution going here. Burke Netland heading into the game for Irvin Tulenchik as we're ready to go. This one's going to get passed to Evan Miller, who's now in the game for Crosby-Ironton, and back to Carson Turk. James Stockman with it now. CI working it around the perimeter here. It's Mount, now down low. Orline putting it up from the post, no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Jared Hamilton working it up the court. He stops by the Tiger logo. Now to his left, trying to get by his man Mount. He passes it away. Carson Travis now into the corner. It's Netland, who sidesteps to his left. Looking for a man. He's just going to pass this one off to Jared Hamilton. Still in the near side corner. PRB trying to get it out. They do to Brady Bristow, who now pulls up and shoots a three. That's going to miss just a little bit to the left and rebounded by the Rangers. 10 minutes even to go here in the first half. It's 14-8. Rangers lead the Tigers. Mount with the ball, left side. They get it around all the way to the right side to Stockman. Now back to the logo. It's Turk. Turk driving the lane. Tries to put it up. He gets blocked by Robert Bukers for the PRB Tigers. PRB with the ball now. They head into the offensive zone with it. Hamilton passes away. Brady Bristow's got it now, right side, and Bristow takes a pat to the bucket, puts it up and misses. It's rebounded by Evan Miller. PRB missing some opportunities here in the early going, as now we got a three-point shot from Mount. That's off the mark. Rebounded and now falling down with it, and that's going to be a travel. Evan Miller got the rebound but then fell on his rear end. So PRB is going to get the ball back. 9:23 to go here in half number one, as Jared Hamilton will take it up the court now for the Tigers. Aggressive defense by the CI Ranger defense is going to pay off as Carson Turk gets the steal. They get it back to him, free throw line. Turk puts it up short. He misses. Rebounded by Carson Travis. Nice back checking by the PRB Tiger defense, to borrow a hockey term there, as Travis passes left. Jared Hamilton down low to Travis, who mishandles it, kicks it back out to to Hamilton. Now they try to get it into the paint to Robert Bukers, but now the ball's rolling all over the place, and it's picked up. Evan Miller up to Mount. Mount layup. He's going to get fouled by Brady Bristow. That'll be Bristow's first. And the second team foul for the PRB Tigers, as now Jordan Mount is at the free throw line shooting two. First one is going to clank off the back iron. No good. Score remains 14-8. CI with a 6-point lead. A few substitutions now for PRB, as Irvin Tulinchik, Andrew Bukers, and Ryan Struess are in. Brady Bristow, Burke Netland, and Jared Hamilton are out. Mount's second of two. Off the mark as well. Rebounded by Robert Bukers, as PRB takes back over. Tulinchik trying to call a play out. Passes right side. Carson Travis. They get it around to Tulinchik again. Left side. Now down low. They try to get Robert Bukers, who bobbles it a little bit but comes up with it. Now out to Struess. They get it to Andrew Bukers. Now left side, it's Carson Travis with it. Still beyond the perimeter. Tigers trying to get down low, but strong defense here by the CI Rangers. They're not relenting, switching from a 3-2 to a 2-3 zone just like that. Now down low, Ryan Struess puts it up, reverse layup and in. Ryan Struess now with 4 points for the Tigers. It's 14-10. We're going to get a quick timeout now. Actually, never mind. I thought that the official blowed that one dead. That's a 3-point attempt there. No good for the Rangers. Rebounded by Tulinchik. Herman Tulinchik up the right side. Passes down low. Bukers now back to Tulinchik. Good play, but Tulinchik is going to miss that one, and that's going to get rebounded by the Rangers. Up with it is Mount. All the way. Mount kicks it out. Turk wide open for three. That's going to miss short off the iron and rebounded by Carson Travis. 7.5 minutes to go here in half number one. It's 14-10. The CI Rangers lead the PRB Tigers. Travis with it, right side. They work it around. Now down low, Robert Bukers, open shot off the backboard and in. Robert Bukers has his first points of the night. 14-12. PRB cuts the lead to 2. Carson Turk, the point guard, gets it up to Jordan Mount. Now Jordan Orline trying a mid-range jumper. That's going to miss. Air ball rebounded by Ryan Struess, as PRB will take it back up the court here. Carson Travis will pass to Ryan Struess, who now gets it down low. Andrew Bukers, open look for two off the backboard. right under the net. They were able to find Andrew Bukers, and PRB has managed to bring this one back, and they have tied it up at 14 apiece. Dave Galovich for Crosby-Ironton going to take a quick timeout, so we will as well. We'll step aside, hear a word from our sponsors, and be right back with more Pine River-Backus Crosby-Ironton basketball on Homegrown Local Radio.
They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers action.
Back with you here at Pine River-Backus. It's Sam Parsons with you. As we're tied 14 apiece, 6:46 to go here in the first half between the boys basketball teams of Pine River-Backus and Crosby-Ironton. The girls teams for these two teams are also playing tonight at Crosby-Ironton. We'll be having updates for you guys on that game as well. You can hear that broadcast over on Skeeter 101.5 is ready to resume play. Carson Turk passing up to Frank Meyer. Now down low, they find Jordan Orline, who puts this one up, and good for two. Jordan Orline now with 9 points for the CI Rangers, 9 out of their 16 points as a team. PRB with some quick passing to work this one up the court. They get it to Ryan Struess into the paint. Struess turn around, trying for two, off the mark, and it's rebounded there by Will Meyer for the CI Rangers. As they kick this one out here, Carson Turk drives the lane. He misses, trying to draw the foul, can't do it. Now Irvin Tulinchik trying to dribble behind his back. That one's going to go out of bounds, and I believe that'll be CI ball. Never mind, they'll say that one was off the hands of our Rangers, so PRB will hang on to it here near sideline. It's Irvin Tulinchik with the ball now. Tulinchik directing traffic, trying to get down low, and they're going to call a pushing foul on the Crosby-Ironton Rangers. They're going to get Mount for that one. That's his first personal. Fourth team foul so far for the CI Rangers. As down low, PRB has it to Ryan Struess. Backing down Orline, they kick it out. Carson Travis for three is going to miss. Rebounded by the Rangers. Here's Mount. Gets the ball knocked out of his hands. Great steal there by Irvin Tulinchik. Here's Bukers. And now Bukers will turn the ball over. I think that they got him for traveling there. So the Crosby-Ironton Rangers will be inbounding it from the far sideline. They're up 16-14 here, 5:41 to go in the first half. Here's Turk. PRB logo now to his right. Sidesteps, passes to Mount. Back to Turk here. Turk to the left, getting by Tulinchik. As now into the left corner, he's got Frank Meyer. All the way across the court now, it's to Mount on the right. Mount almost gets the ball stolen from him by Tulinchik, but good presence of mind to hold on to it. Now Frank Meyer for three. Off the mark, rebounded by Orline, who puts it right back up and good. Jordan Orline has been a very key player for Crosby-Ironton tonight. He's got 11 points for them. Very good in the paint, getting those offensive rebounds. Now here's Irvin Tulinchik with the ball. They get it around to Andrew Bukers here, right side. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on the CI Rangers. Bukers trying to get to his left. He's going to get fouled there by Will Meyer. That's his second personal foul. Fifth team foul of the half for the Rangers. Not too far off from giving PRB a bonus opportunity here. 4:52 to go in the first half. Tulinchik looking for a man from the baseline. Finds one in Andrew Bukers. It's Irvin Tulinchik now again. Right side corner now. Robert Bukers with it. Floats one up there. No good off the rim. And rebounded by the Rangers. As here with it, it's Stockman. James Stockman will retreat near the half-court line. Irvin Tulinchik playing defense on him all the way. To his left, Stockman looking for a man. He's going to find one in Evan Miller. Now a three-point shot from Carson Turk is going to miss off the rim. Rebounded by Carson Travis. Travis gets it up. Tulinchik. Tulinchik heads to his left and passes over to Andrew Bukers all the way across the court. Now at the free throw line, it's Robert Bukers who hands this one off to Tulinchik. Down low, Robert Bukers again. Near the baseline, Passes into the corner. Tulinchik for three. Overshot, but rebounded by Andrew Bukers, who's going to take a foul. Got him on his way up, so Andrew Bukers is heading to the line. First free throw attempts for him in this contest. That one was called on Jordan Orline. That's his first personal foul and the 6th team foul of this half for the CI Rangers. Andrew Bukers' first free throw attempt. Gonna hit nothing but net there as he's good. 18-15 now the score. Andrew Bukers trying to get this one within 2. Can't get that one to go, and it's going to get rebounded there by Frank Meyer. Andrew Bukers going 1 for 2 from the line as now Carson Turk with the ball. Going to get intercepted on a pass attempt to Frank Meyer. Ryan Struess coasting up the court with an easy 2 points for Struess. And now it's 18-17, under 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Turk sidestepping to his left, working on Andrew Bukers. Now retreats, passes, Orline driving the lane. Orline fumbles the ball. He puts it up. It's going to get rebounded here by Robert Bukers off the miss, off the backboard. And the PRB Tigers back on offense looking to take a lead here. Tulinchik left side with it. They get it around here to Carson Travis, right side. Pulls up in the paint. Now to the left. It's Andrew Bukers. Drives the lane. Putting it up and in for 2. PRB takes the lead. 19-18. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Turk. On the right side. Passes left into the corner. Stockman for 3. That's going to be overshot and rebounded by Struess. Irvin Tulinchik running point now for the Tigers. To the right side, it's Travis. Travis pulls up at the free throw line, kicks it out to Struess. Struess looking for a man, finds one again, and Travis to the right. Travis kicks it out. Andrew Bukers for 3. Off the mark. It's going to get rebounded here, and fighting for it there was Robert Bukers, but also in the scrum was Evan Miller, and they're going to call Bukers for the foul. Robert Bukers getting a little too aggressive in his pursuit of that offensive rebound, so CI with the ball now. It's Turk to the right, Frank Meyer, back to him. Now left side, James Stockman with it. PRB running what looks like a 2-3 zone here as now a pass is going to go off the foot of Ryan Struess. CI will be retaining possession after that one. 6 team fouls for Crosby-Ironton, 3 for the PRB Tigers. As Meyer will inbound this one, and he gets it right back to him. Now, pass is going to get knocked out of the air by Andrew Bukers, but right back to Frank Meyer. Down low with it. Evan Miller puts it up, misses, collects his own rebound, looking for a man, finds one in Stockman, wide open for 3. That's going to be overshot. Rebounded by Robert Bukers. He hands this one off. Jared Hamilton, under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Hamilton working to his left, beyond the arc. Will pass it off to Struess. And Struess looked like he almost called for timeout there, but they didn't give it to him, so play continues. Hamilton getting by 2 guys all the way to the bucket. He's going to miss the layup, and now we're going to get a timeout. Or maybe just a standard traditional stoppage of play after that miss. Indeed, it'll be CI getting the ball back here from the baseline. Not sure what exactly happened there. But it's 19-18. PRB leads by 1. A minute and a half to go in the first half. Turk, right side corner, passes Frank Meyer, top of the key to the left side. It's Stockman by the left wing. Hamilton working on him defensively. Now Turk, left side, down the baseline, puts it up. No good. Rebounded by Struess. Now with about a minute to go here in the first half, we'll see how PRB approaches this. Jared Hamilton with the ball. He jogs to his left with it. Now down the lane. He floats it up off the back iron. No good. Rebounded. Stockman up the court. Evan Miller puts it up off the backboard and in. CI takes the lead 20-19 with 45 seconds to go here in the first half. As Hamilton walking up the court, taking his time with it. Will pass up. Andrew Bukers. Bukers to the left has Struess. Struess with it at the top of the key. Looking for a man. He's got Jordan Orline on him defensively. Now a handoff here to Andrew Bukers. Back to Struess. Man-to-man defense for the CI Rangers as this one is passed back to Hamilton, who retreats. 20 seconds to go here in the first half. PRB may be looking to just hang on to this one, try to get one last shot on at the buzzer. Hamilton down low. Robert Bukers puts it up, and good. Robert Bukers, now 5 seconds to go in the first half. It's Carson Turk. Long three-point attempt off the back iron and no good. That one was closer to the half-court line than it was to the three-point line, but nevertheless, Carson Turk almost making that one. No dice. 21-20, the PRB Tigers lead the CI Rangers at halftime, and that was a very quick half of basketball, folks. No timeouts from either coach. Actually, one timeout, now that I remember it. One timeout by Dave Galovich, but that was it. Very entertaining first half of basketball as the PRB Tigers lead by 1. We'll take a quick break, get our stats together, and then we'll be back to talk about that first half of play and look ahead to the second half after a quick break here on Cash 95 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-30.
Welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you as we just wrapped up the first half of play, which saw the PRB Tigers leading the Crosby-Ironton Rangers 21-20. Again, very back and forth first half of basketball. The CI Rangers got off to a really good start in this one. They were up 9-4 at one point, but PRB never really went away. They just kind of hung in there, and now toward the end there of that first half, Tigers really getting something going on offense. I think that they started to figure out how to approach that aggressive CI defense. CI pretty much playing a half-court press. They were very effective against Pine River-Backus in the early going defensively, but then, again, Tiger offense started to get something going towards the end of the first half. Still, the Crosby-Ironton Rangers playing a very strong first half of play overall, I would say, defensively, when you consider just the effect that they were able to have on some of those passes for the PRB Tigers. There were still a lot of turnovers that the Tigers had, and that was something that I mentioned as a key heading into this game. If PRB was able to avoid the turnovers, then they would be in good shape. Well, they're winning by 1, even though they had a few turnovers in that first half. I would still say they would be best served to not let that happen, not let that slip out of their fingers too much in the second half of play. As you'll see in front of us here right now, folks, they got a little kids game going on for halftime. That's not the official action, to say the least. But just talking about the first half stats that we had there, Ryan Struess led the PRB Tigers scoring-wise, 6 points. as they spread out their scoring very evenly. Andrew Buchers had 5, Brady Bristow and Robert Buchers tying at 4, Jared Hamilton with 2. The CI Rangers were led pretty handily by Jordan Orline, who was just a fixture in the paint for them. He scored 11 out of their 20 points. A lot of it just courtesy of getting offensive rebounds, putting the ball back up and scoring. So a good first half for Jordan Orline in the paint. He was, again, one of their key seniors that Coach Dave Galovich mentioned by name in our pregame interview with him. I remember doing a game with Crosby-Ironton last year when they were in Pillager, and they won that game. Just a very good first half for Jordan Orline in the paint, and also a good first half, I think, for Carson Turk, who was really good, did a really good job moving the ball around, just didn't take a ton of shots himself in that first half. So we'll see if he's a little more aggressive in the second half. But again, talking about the points scored, Jordan Orline with 11, Carson Turk with 4, James Stockman with 3, and Evan Miller with 2. Also, folks, got an update. I mentioned that I would be giving updates from the Crosby-Ironton Pine River-Backus girls game that's going on right now on Skeeter 101.5 at the half. Crosby-Ironton leads 23-21. Also an update out of the Pequot Lakes Little Falls girls game. The Patriots lead the Flyers 48-12. So there's out of those 3 basketball broadcasts that we have for you here tonight, folks, one of them is a clunker. Thankfully, it's not the one that I have tonight. So again, the PRB girls and CI girls can be heard over on Skeeter 101.5. Pequot Lakes girls can be heard on KLKS Talk 100 right here. We have PRB and CI boys coming at you again on Cash 95, yourliveevent.com. Looking ahead to the second half here, I mentioned earlier, I think that PRB is going to, again, need to continue to see that success that they had toward the very end of the first half, specifically on the offensive side. As they finished the first half on a 7-2 run, they were just, again, a lot more effective passing the ball and just deciphering that aggressive half-court press defense from the Crosby-Ironton Rangers. They really seemed like they were able to get their feet under them toward the end of that first half and start scoring points. So just more of that in the second half would would say would be the key to the second half for the PRB Tigers. The CI Rangers, I think that they got to, again, get back to that success that they had early defensively and offensively. I think it's honestly just making shots. They've had some open looks that they've just missed. Actually, both teams kind of have done that, but CI in particular has had some open looks, especially beyond the arc, that they just have not been able to make. Crosby-Ironton has only made 1 3-point shot here tonight, and it was an early one from James Stockman. No luck since then, and they've seen it from a variety of sources. So I think that if CI just continues to let it rip, I think that they're due for some positive regression in that regard. Keep getting open shots and keep shooting, keep taking those open shots. I think that that'll be reflected in the scoreboard positively for them in the second half. But we will see how the second half plays out in what was a nail-biting first half. Hopefully this one will come down to the wire, because those are just the best type of games for everybody. So, again, looking ahead, we'll take a quick break here, and we'll get back with the start of the second half. You're listening to us here on Cash 95. That's WWWI-FM, Pillager, Brainerd, Baxter, Cash 95. Also on yourliveevent.com. We'll be back after a quick break.
For more information, to register or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com. Restart.
Back with you here at PRB High School from the Cup Foods Brainerd Baxter Studios. It's Moose Sam Parsons with you. I just used my radio name that I use on Skeeter 101.5 for, I just kind of slipped into that mindset for a quick minute. Not spinning any variety tunes right now. No, we got boys high school basketball second half action between the Pine River-Backus Tigers and the Crosby-Ironton Rangers here. PRB leading 21-20 after one half of play. And we shall see how the second half goes. And as the score would indicate, that first half very much back and forth, and a very quick first half of play, as you might have guessed by the fact that it's currently 8 o'clock and we're ready to get going with the second half for a game that was supposed to start at 7:30. Got started about 10 minutes early tonight. No complaints from my end. As this one's inbounded to Irvin Tulenchik, we're ready to go with the second half. Tulenchik up the right side as PRB going right to left on your radio dial now. Down low, Ryan Struess puts it up for two from about 5 feet. No good, and it's rebounded by Jordan Orline. Rangers working it up the court. Turk down low, trying to fire that one for Will Meyer, and he's going to take a foul. They're going to get Brady Bristow on that one. That's his second personal foul, and now Will Meyer heads to the free throw line. His first free throws of the night. He's going to miss his first one off to the left. No good. Trying to tie this one up with his next one. And he does. Will Meyer goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line and knots this thing up at 21 apiece. Full court press now for the Rangers as Jared Hamilton gets away from Carson Turk. Almost gets it stolen from him twice there, but he's able to get it away. Irvin Tulenchik right side. Passes down low. Hamilton putting it up. Missing high. No good. Rebounded there by Frank Meyer, who gets it up. Carson Turk. Turk sidestepping now by the PRB logo. Will pass to his left, James Stockman. Now to the right, it's Frank Meyer. PRB running a 2-3 zone here defensively as they work it around the perimeter to Stockman on the left. Stockman with Tulenchik on him defensively. Passes right side. Frank Meyer to the left. It's Will Meyer. He floats one up. That's going to be off the mark. Rebounded by the Rangers, and this one's saved from going out of bounds, and that's going to roll all the way down into the CI half of the court and out of bounds, so PRB will be taking over in CI territory. Jared Hamilton inbounding it here from the near side. Gets it into Tulenchik. Tulenchik to his right. Andrew Bucher's trying to set the pick. And he's now going to pass it away, and it's going to get stolen. Will Meyer passing up. Carson Turk, layup, and good. Carson Turk now with 6 points tonight, all via the two-pointer, and CI leads 23-21 now. Under 2 minutes into the second half, as now a pass off the hands of Andrew Buchers is going to get picked up by Turk. Turk passes it away. Stockman backing up, and now CI resets offensively. To the top of the key, it's Stockman. With Tulenchik on him defensively, they get it to the free throw line. Now down low, baseline, Orline puts it up and good. Jordan Orline now with 13 points for the Rangers as we're going to get a quick timeout taken by Coach Jordan Ackerman of the Tigers. 15:54 to go in this game. It is 25-21. Crosby-Ironton up to a 5-0 run to start off the second half. We'll see how it continues after a word from our sponsors on Cash 95 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Tackle and Baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash. Open when the temp is at least 20.
Back with you here. Sam Parsons out of the timeout. See how the PRB Tigers approach this thing offensively. Down by 4 now in the early going of the second half. As Irvin Tulinchik will go up the court with it. He passes right side. Burke Netland, who gets double teamed here. Andrew Buchers with the ball now to the right. Struess now down low. Buchers puts one up and misses, but he's going to take a foul. They're going to call James Stockman for that one. First team foul of the second half for the Rangers. As Andrew Buchers is at the line, he went 1 for 2 in his first trip to the charity stripe. Make it now 2 for 3 on the night for Andrew Buchers, who's got 6 points for the Tigers. Looking for his 7th, shooting his 2nd of 2. Nothing but net. 25-23 our score now. Crosby-Ironton leads PRB. As Stockman passes left, and Crosby-Ironton will steadily work their way up the court here. Still 2-3 zone for the Tigers, as now Orline has it in the paint, kicks it out, and we're going to get a turnover. I think that Orline might have traveled with that one, so it's going to be from the baseline, Brady Bristow inbounding it here for PRB. Now PRB getting through the press for Crosby-Ironton. It's Tulinchik getting it to the right elbow to Struess. Now to Bristow, down low. Netland gets the ball swatted out of his hands by Will Meyer. Up the court with it. Stockman passing right. Frank Meyer to Turk on the right wing. Turk to the left, to the free throw line. Down low, Orline gets blocked there by Bristow, but fights through it and puts it up for 2. Jordan Orline now with 15 out of the 27 points that Crosby-Ironton has scored tonight. Bristow on the left, taking the pass, and now we're going to get a turnover. Excuse me, now it's an offensive foul on PRB. They got Andrew Buchers that time. That was his first personal foul. Second team foul of the half for the Tigers, who are now down by 4. Taking it up the court are the Rangers. Turk here on the right side in the corner. Passes it out to Stockman. Stockman near midcourt will work it around to the left. And now it's Turk with it. All the way on the left side. He's got Tulinchik defending him. He passes right side. Now Stockman wide open for 3. Nothing but net for James Stockman, who's got his second three-pointer of the night. And now CI extends their lead to 7. Tulinchik, right side. He's got Bristow, who pump fakes down low. Struess floats one up off the mark, but he's going to take a foul. They got Will Meyer that time, and that was his third personal. Second team foul of the second half for CI, as it's Struess at the line shooting 2. He misses his first one short. His first free throw attempt of the night. He can't get it to go. Score remains steady at 30-23 with 14:19 to go in the game. Struess's second of 2 is good. (30-24), Crosby-Ironton with the lead. Here's Evan Miller with the ball. Now into the corner. Stockman for 3. Can't get it to go. Tigers rebound as they get the ball back here. CI no longer playing full court press. Here at the free throw line with it, it's Struess. He kicks it out. Hamilton. Right side now Tulinchik back to Hamilton. Top of the key. Buchers. They get it to the left. And we're going to get a shoving foul. I believe that was committed by the Rangers. Yes, they got Jordan Orline that time. That's his second personal. Third team foul of the half for the Rangers. Inbounding hit here is Tulinchik. Bristow wide open for 3. Can't get it to go. And now that one's going to get sent out of bounds by Jordan Mount, who tried to get the defensive rebound, but dropped it on the way down with PRB. Aggressive offense there. Here's Tulinchik, inbounds it to Hamilton. Jared Hamilton will retreat back beyond the arc. Now he passes left to Struess. Struess with it well behind the arc now. Hands this one back off to Tulinchik. Tulinchik trying to call a play here, directing traffic, will pass to the right side to Hamilton. Hamilton with Stockman on him, or Mount on defensively. Passes down low. Andrew Buchers will have that one go out of bounds off of his hands, and that's going to be a turnover. Bit of an awkward play there, and Crosby-Ironton will get the ball right back. It's Carson Turk working it up the court here. Jordan Orline to his right. He's got Mount. Jordan Mount to the right. It's a three-pointer for Turk. That's going to miss. Rebounded by Orline. Orline with a second chance opportunity. Misses. Collects his own rebound. Gets the ball knocked out of his hands, but they're going to say there was a foul on that one. That was Bristow, and that was his third personal foul. Third team foul of the second half as well. 13:03 to go. In the second half, it's 30-24. Crosby-Ironton with the lead. We're going to get Turk inbounding from the baseline. Turk inbounds it, and a jump shot, touch shot there by Orline, just in immediately, catch and shoot. It's now 32-24. Hamilton, quick pass up. Andrew Buchers gets it knocked out of his hands, stolen by Turk. Into the hands of Orline, who hands it right back to Turk. Now Turk getting up the court with it. Getting by Hamilton, loses it out of bounds, but CI will retain possession after that one went out off of a Tiger. 12 minutes, 41 seconds to go in this game. It's an 8-point game. Crosby-Ironton with the lead. Turk gets it in to Mount. Back to Turk. Floater in for two. Impressive play there by Turk, who made it as he was falling down, and it's now a 10-point game. Tulinchik gets it up. Hamilton had an open look there, but turned it down, looking for an open man to pass to. He's going to find it, and Tulinchik on the left. Tulinchik with Turk on defensively, gets it down low. Bristow misses off the bottom of the backboard. It's recovered by Buchers, and Robert Buchers is going to put that one back up and in. 8-point game once again, 34-26. It's CI with the ball, as now Brady Bristow trying to steal that one from Evan Miller. That one's going to go out of bounds, though. Actually, a foul. That's Brady Bristow's fourth personal foul, and there are 12 minutes to go in this game, so I imagine Bristow's going to get taken out here. They want to preserve him, do not want him to foul out of this game with too much of it to go. Timeout taken. We'll take a quick break. 34-26, Crosby-Ironton leads in area boys basketball.
They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses, too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the list.
Welcome back to the Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you here tonight as the Crosby-Ironton Rangers have gotten off to a great start here in the second half, outscoring PRB by 9. It's 34-26. They have an 8-point lead after trailing at halftime. It's been a very good second half for the Rangers. Gotten some really good adjustments offensively. On the offensive side for PRB, it has been a struggle tonight, as it was in the first two games for them. They've had some open looks, just have not been able to cash in yet. As we're resuming play, it is Stockman on the right side with it for the Rangers. Under 12 minutes to go in the game. Stockman to the left has Mount into the corner. Turk, floater for two. Nothing but net, as Carson Turk has perfected that floater down the baseline. It's a 10-point game again. 36-26. Tulinchik passing to Andrew Buchers. Now it's Jared Hamilton. Hamilton need to going to need to be a little more active on the scoreboard if PRB wants to get back in this one. He's one of their key scorers. Now a pass is going to go out of bounds from Tulenchik, trying to get Hamilton down near the baseline, but that one's going to go out, and it's going to be a turnover to Crosby-Ironton. Again, a common theme tonight for the Tigers on offense. Just haven't been able to get it going too hot. Turk to the right has Evan Miller. Now he's got Stockman. Stockman trying to get it down low there to Miller, but that's going to get swatted out of bounds by Andrew Bukers. So we'll see what CI does inbounding it from the baseline here. Carson Turk, senior point guard. Gets it in. Orline putting it up immediately. He's going to get fouled on his way up. I think that PRB, they've been so sick of Orline just putting it up from the paint. I mean, he's been so key for the Rangers tonight. They're just saying, hey, maybe we should just start cheating. Orline's first of 2 free throws is going to miss. Orline has 15 points for the Crosby-Ironton Rangers tonight. Again, very active in the paint, as his second of 2 free throws is going to make it. So now he's got 16. 37-26. Crosby-Ironton leads Pine River-Backus. Hamilton passes right side, Tulenchik. Tulenchik back to him. That's actually going to get swatted away by a CI defender, and they get the ball right back. Another turnover forced by this Crosby-Ironton defense. A fantastic night defensively for this team, as Turk on the left side is working on Jared Hamilton. Crossover to his left. Spin move into the paint. He's up and good, but they're going to call traveling on him. Carson Turk does not agree with that call. He just did a lot of work to score that bucket. It's not going to count, though. Official was right on that one. They'll turn the ball over to the Tigers. Here's Tulenchik. Passing right side, still a full court press for the Rangers, as now Hamilton can't get a pass through the CI defense. Another turnover. It's back to Turk. Turk sprinting up the court with it all the way to the bucket. Coast to coast for Carson Turk, who's got 10 points now. 39-26, Crosby-Ironton, 13-point lead. Tulenchik trying to do it himself. He can't do it. Now rebounded by Robert Bukers. Offensive rebound, second chance points there for Bukers. Will finally cut the run, 39-28. CI with an 11-point lead. At the top of the key, it's Evan Miller. They try to get it down low here to Orline. Orline on Struess. Pump fakes, puts it up off the backboard and in. 41-28, under 10 minutes to go in the game. Tulenchik gets it up. Struess, one-on-one opportunity for Struess. He floats one too high, no good. Rebounded by Turk. Turk with a deep pass up the middle. Great play there by Stockman to keep it alive. Mount has Miller, left elbow and good. Evan Miller with a jump shot from the left elbow, and that is going to extend the lead to 15. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Jordan Ackerman of Pine River-Backus. It's 43-28. Crosby-Ironton playing extremely good basketball in the second half. We'll see if they continue it on the other side of this break on Cash 95 and YourLiveEvent.com.
Of Your Live Event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to YourLiveEvent.com and click Advertise, or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands.
Welcome back to the Cup Foods Brainerd Baxter Studios. It's Sam Parsons with you here. 9:33 to go in this game between the Crosby-Ironton Rangers and the PRB Tigers. Crosby-Ironton has outscored Pine River-Backus now 23-7 in the second half. PRB trying to get something going offensively here. We'll see if they do it. Irvin Tulenchik with the ball as we resume play. Floater from Tulenchik. Gonna get up and good. That's Tulenchik's first points of this game. As the point guard, of course, he contributes in a variety of other ways, as now CI on offense here. It's Miller down the baseline, Orline. trying to find a shot. He does, puts it up, misses, collects his own rebound, now kicks it out. He's got an open Miller at the free throw line. He's going to clank that jump shot, but they'll say he was fouled. Foul committed there by Jared Hamilton. That was his second personal foul. Pardon me there. 6th team foul of the second half for the Tigers. So they're one foul away from putting Crosby-Ironton in that bonus territory as Miller's first free throw attempt of the night is up and good. 44-30, pending a second free throw attempt from Miller. That score will stay put as Miller misses, and now a rebound attempt by the Tigers going to go out of bounds. Tigers will lose the ball. That one went off the hands of Tulinchik, I think. So CI retains possession here. 9 minutes to go. They're up by 14, trying to extend their lead with each possession. They've been fantastic offensively in this half. As now to the right, it's Stockman. He finds Mount further to the right by the sideline. They get it all the way across the court now to Frank Meyer, trying at the free throw line there for Miller. It's going to get swatted away by Hamilton, but now Hamilton's going to commit what looks like, actually that's not going to be a foul. They're just going to say that was a jump ball with possession arrow pointing toward Crosby-Ironton. Inbounded here from Frank Meyer to Jordan Mount. Mount finds an open three-point look, pump fakes, but then Jared Hamilton gets there, so he decides not to go for it. Jordan Orline, jump shot from the baseline is going to miss. Airballed and recovered by Struess. Now it's Tulinchik, right side for the Tigers. Spin around, puts it up off the backboard and one. Irvin Tulinchik puts one up for two, and now he's got a chance to make it a three-point play. Foul committed that time by Evan Miller. That was his first personal foul and the 4th team foul of this half for Crosby-Ironton. We'll see if Tulinchik is able to make his first free throw attempt of the night here. His free throw is up and good. 5 points now for Irvin Tulinchik as it's a 44-33 ball game. Here's Jordan Mount with it. Trying to cross over Hamilton, but he can't do it, so he passes away to Frank Meyer. Now back to Mount on the left side, into the corner to Frank Meyer. Meyer to his right. He's going to jump and travel as he might have been thinking about shooting, but then thought twice about it and came down, and yeah, can't do that. Turning the ball over to the Tigers, it's Jared Hamilton. Inbounding it here to Tulinchik. Tulinchik trying to get by Carson Turk, but he can't do it. Turk swats it out of his hands, but Tulinchik gets it right back. Tulinchik trying to pass to Robert Bukers. That one's going to go out of bounds, but off of Frank Myers, so PRB will keep the ball. 7:46 to go in this game. It's 44-33. Crosby-Ironton with the lead over Pine River-Backus. From the baseline, it's Tulinchik. He's just going to pass that one off of Carson Turk. That's going to go out of bounds, but they're going to say that Tulinchik actually hit it. That one was passed from Tulinchik off the body of Turk and then off the body of Tulinchik before it landed. CI with the ball again. Turk working up the court by himself. Sidesteps, passes to the right. Orline, rare to see him beyond the arc with it, but he's got it with Struess on him defensively. Now a pass to Turk, who drives the lane and puts it up. And I believe they're going to call a charging foul for that. Yes, Carson Turk called for a charge there. That's his second personal. 5th team foul of the half for Crosby-Ironton, so PRB will get the ball back here. Down 11, 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Robert Bukers will sub out for PRB. Coming in is Andrew Bukers, as Will Meyer subs in for CI. Coming out, Evan Miller. Inbounded here from Jared Hamilton to Irvin Tulinchik. It's ready to resume play. To his right, it's Hamilton. Now back to the left, Tulinchik. Top of the key, Bristow back in the game for the Tigers. He drives the lane, puts it up, lays it in for two. Brady Bristow still in foul trouble, but back in the game now with 7 minutes to go. PRB not with too much time left to recover from this deficit. As now a stoppage of play as Turk trying to get by Tulinchik. They're going to call Tulenchik for a foul there. First personal foul of the game for Tulenchik as Turk heads to the line, his first free throw attempts of the night. Turk will miss short on the 1-and-1 opportunity, so it's going to be PRB ball after they get the rebound. Tulenchik to the right, has Hamilton, top of the key. Bukers now down low. Struess wide open, but the play is going to get stopped before Struess put that one up. I think that they're going to call a foul in the paint there, a holding foul in the paint there committed by Will Meyer, and that was his fourth personal foul, so now he's in foul trouble. Tulenchik from the baseline. He's going to find Bristow. Bristow crossover, looking for a jumper. Will pass it away to Struess. Struess kicks it out. Bristow open for three. Good! Cash money for Brady Bristow, and it's a 6-point game now. PRB trying to claw their way back into this. 6.5 minutes to go. Frank Meyer pass down low to Orline, and that's going to get stolen by Struess. PRB trying to cut into the deficit even more. It's Tulenchik up the court to Hamilton. Top of the key, now to the left. Tulenchik looking for a man, finds Hamilton on the far side. Hamilton to his left, stops up. Passes to Struess. Struess will just take the shot from the free throw line, and good. Ryan Struess, PRB is on the run, is on a run, I should specify. A 7-0 run for PRB, and it's now a 4-point game, 44 to 40. Crosby-Ironton leading Pine River-Backus. We'll take a quick break and be back after a quick timeout taken by Coach Dave Galovich. It's Area High School Hoops on Homegrown Local Radio.
I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin
Back with you here at Pine River-Backus High School. St. Parsons joining it tonight, 44 to 40. Crosby-Ironton leads PRB here in boys hoops as we're ready to get going out of the timeout. It's James Stockman with the ball now for the Rangers. Stockman to his left will hand it off to Will Meyer. Down low, they get it to Turk. Turk puts it up and misses. Rebounded by Ryan Struess. PRB looking to cut into the deficit more. To the left side, Andrew Bukers. Now it's to the right. Tulenchik to Bristow. Bristow on the right wing, looking for an opening here. He's just going to pass it off to the logo to Bukers. Now Hamilton driving down the baseline and puts it up and in. Jared Hamilton now with 4 points tonight, and it's a 2-point ball game. PRB on a 9-0 run right now. They have gotten themselves firmly back in this game as Carson Turk floats a 2-pointer up and in for a couple. As now it's 46-42. Tulenchik with the ball, right side. Now he passes left to Hamilton, who works to his right to the PRB logo. We'll pass it away to Tulenchik now, top of the key. PRB working it around the perimeter now, down low to Struess. 1-on-2, he kicks it out. Bristow for three, off the mark. Rims out, and that's going to be rebounded by Will Meyer. Now it's passed away. Jordan Mount up the left side. He'll kick it out to Turk. Carson Turk jukes out Tulenchik. Now getting down low with it. Lays it up. Misses. Rebounded by Bristow. Bristow 1-on-3. Trying to get all the way. That's going to go out of bounds, but PRB will hang on to the ball after CI was the team that knocked that out. So Irvin Tulenchik be inbounding this one from the baseline. Tulenchik gets it in. Bukers puts it up right away, but he misses, and it's going to get rebounded by the Rangers. 4:10 to go in this game. 46-42, Crosby-Ironton leads Pine River-Backus. To the left, it's Carson Turk getting it down low to Orline. He backs down Struce, pump fakes, puts it up, misses, collects his own rebound, looking to maybe kick it out, puts it back up himself, and a foul is going to get taken. I think Orline is going to head back to the line. They got Ryan Struce for the foul that time, and that was his second personal. 8th team foul of the half for PRB, but Orline is shooting 2 regardless here. His first one is going to miss short. Orline now 2 for 4 from the charity stripe, looking to make it a 3 for 5. He does do that. 47-42 now for the CI Rangers as the Tigers trying to get back into this thing again. It's Hamilton passing up to Buchers. Andrew Buchers back to Hamilton. Now a pass that's going to go off the foot of Will Meyer and out of bounds. Inbound pass coming up here for Irvin Tulenchik. Tulenchik looking for a man. He's going to find it in Brady Bristow, left side. Bristow passing it to the far side. Andrew Buchers getting it in. He's going to take a foul in the paint. Jordan Orline disagreeing with that call, and now Andrew Buchers will be heading to the line with a 1-and-1 situation. That was Jordan Orline's 3rd personal foul. And now again, 17 fouls for Crosby-Ironton has put PRB in the bonus territory. Andrew Buchers 3 for 4 from the line tonight. He's now 4 for 5 and has earned a second free throw attempt. 47-43 pending the second for Buchers. The sophomore forward second is up and good. 47-44 now, a 3-point lead for the Rangers over the Tigers as it's Stockman running point for the Rangers. Working on Bristow, he gets to the right. Now on Buchers, passes left to Orline. Orline looking for somebody down low, but decides to settle for Will Meyer on the right side. Will Meyer will pass to the left now. Jordan Mount gets it back near the half-court stripe to Turk. Top of the key now, it's Meyer. Will Meyer will hand this one off to Stockman. To the left, Orline. Struce keeping Orline at bay here. Who will pass now to Will Meyer. It's Jordan Mount now on the left. Jared Hamilton trying to get the ball away from him. Mount sidesteps, gets down low, lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Andrew Buchers. Now up to Jared Hamilton. Hamilton passes to the right. They get it around to Bristow on the right side. Bristow now around to the left to Tulenchik. Top of the key. Hamilton pump fakes, and he retreats. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to go. PRB down by 3. Irvin Tulenchik trying to get down low, puts it up. Turnaround jumper off the mark, rebounded by Orline. Now Turk, clean pat to the bucket, lays it up and in. Carson Turk with 16 points now for the Rangers after he lays that one in. And now Irvin Tulenchik going to get fouled perhaps. Yes, a foul going to be called on Jordan Mount. His second personal foul and the 8th team foul for Crosby-Ironton this half. That's going to send Irvin Tulenchik to the free throw line. Shooting 1 and 1. Tulenchik will not get a second as that one's going to go out of bounds after he misses. Who did that touch last? They're going to say that it touched a Tiger last. 49-44 is our score. Oh, I think that they might have called that one a double foul. Because now Jordan Orline's at the line for Crosby-Ironton. And yes, that was a double foul. Jordan Orline shooting 1 and 1 here. He makes his first, as he is now 4 for 6 from the free throw line, and it's a 6-point game. Orline trying to make this, for all intents and purposes, a 2 or 3 possession game here, and he does. 2 for 2 goes Jordan Orline. It's now 51-44. 2 minutes, 14 seconds to go. Hamilton. Clock is not running right now. Now it is, as it's passed to the right side to Brady Bristow. Now they get it back to the top of the key to Hamilton. Hamilton for 3. Misses from the left side. Saving it from going out of bounds is Stockman. He gets it into Orline, and now a foul. I believe they're going to get Ryan Struess for that one. That one looked pretty obvious. Never mind, that was actually on Irvin Tulenchik. No matter. That's Irvin Tulenchik's second personal foul and the 10th team foul for PRB, so Orline is at the line shooting 2 no matter what. And he makes his first. Jordan Orline is now 6 for 8 shooting free throws tonight. Looking to be 7 for 9 after this one. And he is. 53-44. It's now a 9-point game, and we're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Dave Galovich of Crosby-Ironton. Folks, it is a 9-point game. Crosby-Ironton leads Pine River-Backus on area boys hoops. Homegrown local radio. We'll be back after a quick break on Cash 95 and yourliveevent.com.
You the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament.
Just about ready to go out of the timeout here. Sam Parsons with you. Crosby-Ironton looking to salt this one away. They're up by 9 with 2 minutes left in the game over Pine River-Backus. PRB trying not to fall under 500 here in the early going of this season. Got a couple of updates for you folks. Pequot Lakes beat Little Falls in girls basketball 61-18 over on KLKS Talk 100, and Crosby-Ironton won in girls basketball as well over PRB 59-46 over on Skeeter 101.5. We'll see how this one ends here on Cash 95 as Irvin Tulenchik with the ball passes left. Hamilton trying to get it back to Tulenchik, but it's going to get stolen by Carson Turk. Turk with the ball. He's going to get fouled by Hamilton. PRB is already in that mode where they really need to be aggressive defensively, so Hamilton commits the foul there. That's his third personal foul, and Carson Turk has been to the free throw line once. He missed his only attempt. First of 2 for Turk is good. 54-44 now as the deficit continues to widen, and PRB feeling this game slip through their fingers as they got it within 2 at one point, and now Turk goes 2 for 2, 55-44 our score. Hamilton crosses the half-court line with it and stops up by the three-point line. Passing it back, Bristow sidesteps, now passing it away. Hamilton gets it over, Tulenchik. Tulenchik pump fakes, takes a three-pointer, good! Irvin Tulenchik knocks it down, and it's now 55-47. PRB running what looks to be a half-court press here as James Stockman trying to get by Bristow, passes it to Turk. Turk now trying to get by Tulenchik, and Tulenchik's going to hold him. Third personal foul for Tulenchik. The team foul is pretty much irrelevant at this point as PRB passed 10 a couple fouls ago. Turk back at the line. 1 minute and 5 seconds to go in this game. It's an 8-point game. Turk trying to make it a 10-point game. He won't be doing that as he misses his first free throw. (55-47) still our score. Turk with another free throw. Gets that one to go. 56-47. Jared Hamilton with the ball now for the Tigers. trying to get by Mount. He passes to the right to Tulinchik, who's got an open path to the bucket, misses the layup, and that's going to get rebounded by Evan Miller. And now a foul going to get committed on Carson Turk right away after he gets the ball back, as Turk will bounce that one to the official. They're going to call that foul on Jared Hamilton, his 4th personal foul. 52.5 seconds to go, and I think that Crosby-Ironton has to feel really, really good about winning the first game of the season for them, their season opener, as Turk gets his first free throw to fall. Second of 2. Cash for Carson Turk. It's 58-47. Here's Tulinchik with the ball for PRB. Pulls up, now passes away. Hamilton down low, they get it to Struess. Struess trying to back down Orline, turnaround jumper, off the mark. Trying to get the rebound there was Robert Buchers, but now it's Jordan Mount with it up the left side, and he's going to take a foul from Jared Hamilton, and that will be the last straw for Jared Hamilton. So Hamilton fouls out, that's his 5th. Andrew Buchers back in, and Jordan Mount at the free throw line. He's 0 for 2 so far tonight. Don't think that these free throws will really matter too much, as Carson Turk is going to sub out here. Frank Meyer back in the game for Crosby-Ironton. Mount misses his first free throw. So Crosby-Ironton looking like they're going to come away with their first win here of the 2021 season, as Mount gets his 2nd free throw to fall. It's now 59-47 with 30 seconds to go. Tulinchik to the left. Passes now right side to Andrew Buchers. It's now Bristow with it. He passes away to Buchers. Buchers gets the ball blocked there, and now stepping out of bounds with it, Stockman, but they're going to call a foul on the Tigers again. 17.2 seconds to go. Buchers, the guilty party that time. That was his 3rd personal. At the line shooting 2, it is James Stockman. Coming up after the game, we're going to be giving away some post-game awards as Stockman drains his first free throw attempt. Got our Big Deal Player of the Game, Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, as well as our Pine River Family Market Star of the Game. Stockman going 2 for 2 from the charity stripe there, as Irvin Tulinchik jogging up the court with it. 15 seconds to go. Passes to Robert Buchers. Now to the left and down low, it's Ryan Struess. Struess hands it off to Tulinchik, who backs up, looking for 3. In for 3 at the buzzer, and well, ending on a high note are the PRB Tigers, as that'll do it. 61-50 our final score. The Crosby-Ironton Rangers have taken down the PRB Tigers and come away with their first win in their season opener of the 2021 season. Again, 61-50 our final score. Folks, we'll take a quick break, and we have a whole post-game show coming up, as we'll have post-game awards, possibly some post-game interviews as well to get to. That's all coming up here on Cash 95 and YourLiveEvent.com. Homegrown local radio, local basketball.
29. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to YourLiveEvent.com and click Advertise. That's YourLiveEvent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank
Back with you here on Cash 95 and yourliveevent.com. Sam Parsons with you as we just wrapped up the action. Crosby-Ironton beating Pine River-Backus tonight 61-50, a game that PRB led at halftime 21-20, and CI coming out in that second half looking like a completely different team. As the score would indicate, they scored 41 points in the second half after scoring only 20 in the first half. So just taking a look at the stats that we had, the individual stats that we had from that game, scoring-wise, it was Irvin Tulenchik and Andrew Buchers tying for the team lead in scoring for PRB with 11 points apiece. Brady Bristow at 9, Ryan Struess at 9 as well. Robert Buchers chipped in with 6 points, and Jared Hamilton with 4. For the Crosby-Ironton side of things, they were led in this game scoring-wise by Jordan Orline, who scored 25 points, including going 8 out of 10 free throw-wise. Carson Turk contributing 21 points of his own tonight. It was James Stockman with 8 points, Evan Miller with 5, and Will Meyer and Jordan Mount with 1 apiece. So again, final score tonight 61-50. The Crosby-Ironton Rangers coming out with their first win in their season opener. In their next game, they're going to be heading to Eveleth Gilbert on Friday. Pine River-Backus' next game is at Cass Lake Bena on Thursday as they fall to 1-2 in the early going of the 2021-2022 season. So both of these teams, again, they went back and forth for a lot of this game, but Crosby-Ironton really separating themselves in that second half. Pine River-Backus did have a nice run. They were down 44-33 about midway through that second half before PRB went on a 9-0 run and brought that thing within 2 points, but then after that it was the CI show. They pretty much took control of the game from there, and again, winning this game by 11 over Pine River-Backus in their season opener. They're looking to, again, make a run here in this 2021-2022 season with a few key starters back. Saw some really great games from their seniors tonight. Again, I shouldn't say Frank Meyer. It was Will Meyer had a pretty good game. He was a junior, though. Jordan Orline and Carson Turk, of course, the two key performers tonight for Crosby-Ironton. They both accounted for the vast majority of the scoring for the Rangers tonight. So really good stuff from the Rangers, especially in that second half. PRB going to need to look at some things in that second half, specifically on the defensive side. With moving forward, they're really going to need to make some adjustments there. Some encouraging defense played by PRB in those first two games, but that second half tonight was a bit of a struggle against that Crosby-Ironton offense and that seasoned duo in Carson Turk and Jordan Orline. Folks, we'll take a quick step aside. We'll have some post-game interviews to get to in a minute. You're listening to us here on Cash 95 and YourLiveEvent.com. It is Area Boys Hoops.
Who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising.
Back with you here for our post-game show. Sam Parsons with you now, joined by a senior for this Pine River-Backus team, Robert Buchers. Robert, thank you for your time here. Thought you had a great game out there tonight. Saw some good playing time out there as well. Just first question for you, what were some of the things that you thought you did well out there tonight?
I thought we did a good job rebounding and 2-3 on defense.
Specifically as an individual, what do you think you did well out there tonight?
Finishing my shots and boxing out.
Now, coming into the season as a senior, what was your mindset especially? I like to ask this to all the seniors this year. What was your mindset specifically after last year with all the weirdness that just went into it?
I was trying to play my role as best as I can to help the team win.
So on Thursday, I had my note here. Yeah, you guys have Cass Lake Bena. That's a team that you guys play every year, obviously a conference opponent. What's your mindset now after starting the season 1-2? What are you thinking going forward?
We have to put in a lot of effort, especially against Cass Lake, because they're one of the better teams we play, and we have to give it 100%.
And so what do you think you're going to be doing in practice tomorrow?
Going over plays and whatever Cass Lake's offense is.
Absolutely. Robert Buchers here joining us for our post-game show. Robert, stick around. I'll have something for you, but thought you had a great performance out there tonight. Best of luck to you on Thursday.
Thank you.
Also joined here by Jordan Ackerman, the coach of this Pine River-Backus team. Jordan, thank you so much for your time. First, just what were some of your general observations from the game tonight?
Yeah, I think it was a tough finish for us. We had them, I think 2.5 minutes left. I thought we had a good chance to turn the tides, and we didn't, so a little disappointed in that. I think effort-wise, we're not quite to where we need to be. Consistently just giving effort the whole game. Defensively, 61 points isn't probably going to win us a lot of games with the way we've shown our scoring is, so we're going to have to defend a lot better. Yeah, it was just a tough one to end. I know the boys are disappointed in that, but we have a few positives moving forward as well, too.
Did you notice anything different specifically in that second half, especially towards the end of that second half, like you mentioned, with regard to your defense? Because that first half, allowing only 20 points, that was, I thought, a pretty solid half of defense. What was the difference in that second half?
Yeah, I think it's kind of been the pattern. We kind of go in stretches where we really defend well, and we go a stretch where we give up 10, 12 points, and we really buried ourselves there. So give credit to our kids. They continued to fight. We got it close after being down, I don't know, you probably know, 12, 15.
Yeah, you were down. It was a 13-point game, and you had like a 12 or a 11-0 run to get it within 2 toward like the end of that second half.
Yeah, so I think that was a positive moving forward for us. They got right back in there, but then we had to play the foul game at the end. So.
Yeah, so what are you thinking for practice tomorrow? What are you going to be focusing on, really trying to nail down before you get to Cass Lake on Thursday?
Yeah, a couple of Cass Lake's actions that they do offensively. Scoring-wise, I think we struggled with our balance tonight of just figuring out, how we're going to put the ball in the bucket. I think a couple of them could have been a little more aggressive. But they started to figure things out even at halftime. Those guys were communicating with each other, letting each other know what they saw, what they thought was working well. And they're smart kids, so they're figuring it out on the fly. But I think offensively we'll work a little bit more on some of those actions that we need to execute better too.
Absolutely. Jordan Ackerman, the coach of the PRB Tigers, here joining us for our post-game show. Jordan, as always, very much appreciate your time, and best of luck to you on Thursday against Cass Lake.
Yeah, thank you. We're glad you're here, Sam.
Absolutely. I'm happy to be here as well. We'll take one more break. We'll wrap up our post-game show after this on Cash 95 and yourliveevent.com.
Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's Breast Cancer Fundraising Tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for...
Back with you here at PRB High School. Sam Parsons with you. We just heard a couple of post-game interviews. We spoke with Jordan Ackerman of Pine River-Backus as well as Robert Bukers of PRB just to get their post-game thoughts here. We'll wrap things up with our post-game awards, which I mentioned earlier, and we will start with our Pine River Family Market Star of the Game. Pine River Family Market is your local grocery store where you can find it all and still enjoy the local hometown atmosphere. Every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just $2 for $6. For curbside pickup or delivery, visit PineRiverFamilyMarketDelivers.com. Our Pine River Family Market star of the game for this game is going to be Robert Bukers, who we just spoke to for our post-game show. And, Robert Bukers, being one of the seniors for this PRB team, he's actually a little more of a role player than some other seniors can be, but he's nevertheless a very important piece of this Tigers team. And when he was out there tonight, I really thought he did well. And I'm really glad that Jordan Ackerman decided to bring him up to speak with me for post-game because I thought he had a really nice night out there. He was doing pretty much everything that was asked for him in his role. He said his mindset each and every time that he goes out there is just to perform his role, do what he can to help the team win. I thought that was what he did tonight. Scored 6 points, but was also, being one of the taller kids on this PRB team. He was a big deal for them in the paint as well. Unfortunately, I don't really keep track of individual rebounds and assists or anything like that. That's a little too much when you're running both a radio broadcast and a video broadcast. But thought that Robert Bukers had a great game. He made contributions that went beyond the stat sheet, which is something that I always like to reward as somebody who is an observer of sports and just likes when you can watch a game happen, know that you're seeing a player that is just outperforming his box score measures. So good stuff from Robert Bukers. He is our Pine River Family Market star of the game. We'll move on now to our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and it was done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. Thank you. Our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game tonight is going to be Jordan Orline of the Crosby-Ironton Rangers, who I was calling his name all night. He led the team in scoring with 25 points tonight, and of course that was about half of what he did tonight, because so much of what he did was just being able to collect offensive rebounds, get those second chance points. He was so huge for Crosby-Ironton tonight, both in the paint and just scoring. Again, 25 points, led the team 8 out of 10 shooting free throws. A great performance for Jordan Orline tonight. He is going to be our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. We'll wrap up now with our Big Deal player of the game. Of course, sponsored by our Big Deal sponsors. Just to get these names out of the way: Brandel Motors of Aiken, Riverwood Healthcare, Willie's Marine of McGregor, the Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, Whippler Precast in Pine River, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products of Brainerd, BigDealAuctions.com, and the Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, Crow Wing Kayaks in Cross Lake, the Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, Advantage Seamless Gutters in Baxter, and Newman Construction in Brainerd. Our Big Deal player of the game tonight is going to be Carson Turk of the Crosby-Ironton Rangers, who was another guy. He was the other guy that I was really calling a lot, because I mentioned so much of Crosby-Ironton. Crosby-Ironton just got so much mileage out of two players, and those two players were Jordan Orline and Carson Turk. We'll see if that trend continues through the season, but Turk finished the game with 21 points, obviously also running point. He only had 4 points at the first half, and he was passing the ball very, very well tonight. So Carson Turk, great ball handling as well. He's definitely one of the best players on this Crosby-Ironton team. Great performance for him. He's going to be our Big Deal player of the game. Folks, once again, a big thank you to North Point Realty for sponsoring our scoreboard tonight. And just a thank you to all of our sponsors tonight. We say this all the time, and it's because it's totally true. We cannot do that. We cannot perform this coverage without the help of our sponsors. That's just a fact of life. It just really is. So if you hear any of these sponsors on the radio waves with us that you support normally or that you want to support, just tell them thank you, and that you want them to stay on the radio waves with us here with Homegrown Local Radio. You want to hear them continue to support area high school sports with us. Our sports coverage, so much fun. So big thank you to our sponsors, and thank you, of course, to all the listeners, all the viewers out there as well for joining me here tonight. Folks, once again, final score 61-50. The Crosby-Ironton Rangers coming out on top, winning their first game of the 2021-2022 season over the PRB Tigers. PRB falling to 1-2. They'll get Cass Lake Bena on Thursday. We'll now take a quick look ahead to our upcoming broadcast schedule, just very, very quickly here. As tomorrow, you can catch Minnesota Golden Gopher basketball weekly with Ben Johnson right here on Cash 95 starting at 5 p.m. And then not too long after that, you can hear Golden Gopher men's basketball as they take on Michigan State starting at 7:30. On Skeeter 101.5, you can hear the Minnesota Timberwolves host the Utah Jazz starting at 6:30 tomorrow. On Thursday, we have a pretty nice slate of high school sports. 3 games coming your way. Mora at Aiken boys basketball on KKIN AM. Sabika at PRB, right here on Cash 95. Boys hockey will pit Northern Lakes at Brainerd on Skeeter 101.5. We have Thursday night football as well. Vikings versus Steelers on Real Country KKIN FM 94.3, and NHL hockey Minnesota Wild at San Jose starting at 9:15. Friday, we have 4 basketball broadcasts coming your way from local high school sports. As always, Catch the details on our local high school sports schedule on rjbroadcasting.com. Folks, been a pleasure being with you here tonight. Sam Parsons for all of us here at Homegrown Local Radio. Again, thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Tuesday and a great rest of your week. So long, and until next time.